Each news time, information is power. Be current. The news headline. Warning. After Ohanaeze raises alarm that Malami planned to bomb southeast with Tucano jet. The news in full. According to the United States government, the Super Tucano aircraft will be deployed only in the northern part of the country, where Boko Haram terrorist criminal activities are being carried out. Despite declaring the indigenous people of Biafra as a terrorist group and the establishment of the Eastern Security Network by IPOB, the Eastern Security Network, the federal government will not be able to deploy security equipment in the southeast. The southeast has been at the epicenter of a separatist movement that threatens to split the country apart. According to the statement released by U.S. Principal Deputy National Security Advisor Jonathan Finer, he told journalists that the conditions of the agreement regarding the sale of the 12 Tucano aircraft were explicit. In response to a question about whether the Tucano fighter jet may be used to battle secessionists in the southeast, Finer said the jets were an important platform for security, especially in the north. He said, "We are delighted to deepen our security collaboration with the Nigerian administration. I believe we made our expectations about where this platform will be utilized and how it would be used. We are always raising concerns for all our security partners around the world. This is a critical security platform, especially in the north, and we are glad that the transaction was completed successfully. The military was unable to deploy the Tucano jet to smash the bandits in the northwest, according to reports, because the agreement made with the United States stipulated that the planes, which were purchased by the US, would be used to combat terrorists rather than bandits. This indicates that the fighter planes were exclusively sent to the northeast to combat Boko Haram militants. The federal government had ordered a 12A Super Tucano planes to help in fight against Boko Haram militants in Nigeria northeast. The plane, which was believed to have cost $423 million. 6 more A-29 Super Tucano fighter jets land in Nigeria. $423 million by 6 is a huge amount of money, and the federal government yet had not been able to get rid of the Boko Haram terrorists in the northeastern part of the country. The federal government had earlier announced that it had received the final 6 A-29 Super Tucano fighter jets, of which it had ordered from the United States. On October 18, 2021, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information and Culture, said that the last 6 had been received and deployed to the northeast. All 12 Super Tucano fighter jets had been received, and the minister announced on a TVC news show where he called this morning, all 12 were present this morning and have been sent to the northeast. We have got everything, and the Nigerian Air Force announced on July 22, 2021, through its spokesman, Air Commodore Edward Gapquet, that the first batch of the 6 Tucano aircraft arrived in Kano at 12:24 p.m., where the Minister of Defense, Bashiru Magashi, Chief of Air Staff Oladayo Amao, the Chief of Army Staff Farouk Yahaya were among those who received the aircraft. The movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra claims it is concerned that the federal government may use these Tucano planes to strike Igbo youths who are seeking independence from Nigeria. It said that the killings and burning of houses in the Igbo community by Nigerian army personnel in Imo in the name of retaliation had caused a whole lot of trouble among its members. In a telephone chat with one of our correspondents, MASO spokesperson Samuel Edison, he said that many Igbo youth had been killed by security officers. The Fulani herdsmen have terrorized the entire southern and middle belt region, but the federal government has neither designated them as terrorists or dispatched troops to pursue them. They plan to wipe out Indigo and seize our God-given country. But one thing is certain, evil will never triumph over the good. Ohanaeze Indigo who happens to be the Igbo socio-cultural group, has accused the federal government of planning to deploy newly populated Tucano jets to attack the southeastern regionals. The move is being led by Abubakar Malami, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, according to the group. Ohanaeze Secretary General Mazi Okechukwu Izuguzoro stated in a statement that the federal government is trying hard to convince the world that terrorists have taken over the southeast, and this is an attempt to make sure that they can find it easy to attack the region with fighter jets and wipe out the Indigos. The group, however, warned the federal government of the consequences of their action, stating that it was aware that one of the conditions imposed by the US government for the sale of the jet was that it should be used for Boko Haram, against Boko Haram terrorists alone, and that should be in the northeast and no other place aside the northeast. Izuguro stated that Malami is plotting the jurisdiction for the deployment of the acquired Super Tucano jet to the southeast, and the federal government has already finalized the plans to deploy this jet to the southeast. We are therefore raising this alarm because it looks like a plan to invade the southeast in the name of combating terrorism, and this has been finalized. But they need to reconsider the lives of the innocent citizens who are at risk in the bid to make these plans that would affect the southeastern regions if care is not taken. And this is one of the reasons why the indigenous people of Biafra are quite conscious and raising their voice aloud about the 12 Super Tucano jets that the federal government of Nigeria has just purchased, which had landed in the country, and as said by the Minister of Defense, Minister of Information and the likes, that it had been deployed to the northeast to commence for them to commence the use. However, the Indigos and the indigenous people of Biafra, Ohanaeze and the likes, are yet quite insecure that there is a mission behind this Super Tucano jet. After asking the US spokesperson for the sales of this fighter jet, where he had said that during the deal with the federal government of Nigeria, they had agreed that the Super Tucano jet